Well, hello and welcome back once again to the Mars Mission News Network, bringing you all the latest news from LEGO. This time we'll be covering the release wave for summer 2022 for LEGO City. This includes, I think, most of the stuff that is supposed to be released. I think the only real exception that is known at this time is the Advent calendar, which, to be perfectly honest, I probably wouldn't really be covering because I'd love to actually cover that when it released after I got it and actually did stuff with it. So, yeah, this is basically, I believe, all the stuff that's supposed to release besides that. So, to start off, we have LEGO City going back to a sort of farm sub theme. Which is very interesting. Interesting enough, the Barn Farm set is actually a 4+ set, though I think it actually looks decent for a 4+ set. Only thing maybe is, I mean, the barn might be a little bit cooler, though I think it was just in different colors. The tractor could be a little bit bigger, but I guess that would affect the price. Overall, lots of, I believe, new animals. Very interesting, the different stations you kind of have with them. I really do like that little greenhouse in the background. And yeah, overall, this is just kind of a very interesting set here to start us off with the farm sub thing. Next up, you have the vegetable truck here, which is a very interesting one. I feel like it could really stand on its own apart from the farm sub theme. Like, you could easily have this just put in your city display elsewhere, like selling some stuff. Maybe next to an airport. I mean, I'm not saying they have to be a cult, but they could be a cult. But you do also get the farmyard there in the background, which I think is very interesting. Kind of cool to get here, though. That would have been cool to have got more of that with the farm set. But hey, I guess this allows you to combine these two in a little bit more of a better way. A pretty cool thing that you actually have some vegetables being sold in your city. I say vegetables, well, there's mostly fruit there. At least I see a banana and I think some cherries. But hey, we might be getting some vegetables. I think we're supposed to actually be getting a corn piece, though I'm not noticing it here right off the bat. The smallest one for this farm sub theme is you have the chicken coop. Nothing too much to talk about here. It's a small little thing. I say small. I like how the egg is about basically as big as the chicken next to it. That must have been a hard thing to lay, but well, these chickens are putting in some good work here. Yeah, nice little chicken coop set. Could probably go nicely in a backyard of a like regular house. You have some people growing their own eggs back there. But the next one, see, something's called this the supermarket, and something's called the grocery store. It's a place that sells food, fresh food, at least based off the name. I think this looks very cool. I'd like to see a little bit more stuff about this, though, because I think the price was a little bit higher than I would wanted to have paid. But yeah, lots of cool things. The Pea Suit Girl, I believe that's Pea Suit Girl. It's kind of interesting. It really reminds me of the previous Pea Suit Girl we got with collectible minifigures. The shopping cart, I think, is very cool. I'm not sure if that's a new piece or not. I feel like it might have came with some Friends stuff. I think this might be the first time we're really seeing it in LEGO City. But overall, I think this looks really nice. But I do believe the the new road piece system over there, which I think does work decently well here for the parking area, does bring up the cost as well as that little car and that forklift. You probably could have done without both of them, maybe made the fresh market a little bit bigger. Either way, it's a pretty cool new set. I don't think we've really got anything like this before, unless you count the Green Grocer modular building set, but that was like $150, $200, so yeah. I think this is a good alternative to get you a grocery store thing actually within your city display. And I think it looks pretty decent. Next up, we're going to the trains. They're releasing a new passenger train this year. It looks alright. It's a little bit more detailed, I think, with the figures and the new like little small platform there for the figures to get picked up on. But honestly, besides that, I think for the price it had listed, it doesn't really do it for me. I don't know why. None of these recent passenger trains really do it. Want something a little bit more unique looking. This reminds me of another one they've released, but just in green instead of orange this time. But hey, I might pick it up. It would probably go nicely sticking two of these together. The one I'm much more interested in is the freight train. Lots going on here. I think that freight engine looks cool. The two little boxes, crates, cargo containers, open cargo containers look interesting, have interesting stuff in them. That little lifter vehicle is nice, bulky, and cool looking. The car transporter is really cool, and that like teal seafoam green, I don't know what you would call it. Very interesting color for that other car. There has a satellite dish inside of it. That's interesting. That's different. I mean, overall, I think this looks cool just because it doesn't look too much like other ones we have gotten, which definitely kind of calls to me. Like, I think this looks overall really good. Lots of track, some different car types, so you're not just getting some stuff you kind of already have gotten before. And I like that little stopper piece you have there at the end. Overall, this might be one I might be deciding to pick up. And now we have my favorite thing, Stunts. They are actually bringing these back. It's getting another wave. As you can see by the starting picture, it's wackier than ever. To start off with, we have the bathtub stunt bike. That's a tub piece that goes over the bike. Very interesting. I'm curious if that piece could ever be reused for something else, because that is a very specialty piece there for the bike, a bathtub that just goes over a bike unless you can turn it into a full bathtub later. Really cool. Then you have the Scorpion stunt bike, and this one looks really cool. Figure looks really cool. It looks like from up top you can actually see that it looks like maybe a little bit of a luchador sort of style there. Honestly, very cool. And then the last one, they're only releasing 3 of these bikes. It'll be lots cheaper for me to collect them all this time. Is you have the Cruiser stunt bikes. I don't know if it's the old school style bike cop, maybe? I'm not exactly sure fully what it means by Cruiser there. Very interesting mustache and little goggles. Then you have the Shark Attack Stunt Challenge. I was hoping this was actually going to be them jumping over like a little tub of sharks or something, but it doesn't look too bad. A little bit more piratey theme. Actually looks kind of cool, though. It is something that's going to take up lots of space. These are only $20. At least that's what the list is right now, or what they're listed in, I guess, the announcements. Hopefully that's going to be still $20. I think that is 20 euros though, so it might be $25. Heck, it would be $30 United States dollars, but not too bad looking. This one's also in that 20 euro price range, and this is the Knockdown Stunt Challenge. That bike helmet looks really cool with those ponytail attachment things, maybe pipes. I'm not sure what it's actually supposed to be. I don't know if that's supposed to be a real hair or not. I don't know if that's a new bike piece or not. Something about it reminds me a little bit of the Sons of Garmadon. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be that though. Honestly, a really cool looking set. Still kind of like a big one. Like, I don't know if this is really displayed good for me, but looks really cool. Also $20, 20 euros, and this is also supposed to be 20 euros. And this is the Obstacle Stunt Challenge, and there's some of these names a little bit like vague. Could be a little bit cooler. I think this one looks a little bit cooler of those. I don't know if it looks like it maybe has as cool figs. I do think that one down there with the nut on the bike actually looks pretty cool. The design of this actually looks kind of cool, but these do take up a lots of space, so I'm not sure if I'm as sold on some of these. Then next up we have the Chimpanzee Stunt Looping, and it's supposed to be 55 euros. Very interesting. I'd like to see more of the figs. Interesting enough, it looks like you're supposed to get some people in the stands down there, bottom left, with the guy eating the hot dog, and the other person with, I guess, like a chimpanzee fist. The chimpanzees have a big fist like that. We got that chimpanzee over there, and how can I forget, you have the new loop-de-loop and the ramp. I mean, that's lots of new stuff there, I believe. I mean, the ramp might not be new, but like the track for it. Like, this is getting pretty cool here with the stunts. There's probably lots of cool things that you can do soon with these. The next one is definitely a testament to this. This is the Stunt Show Double Loop, and this is 140 euros. Getting kind of expensive, but like, look at that. I mean, that vehicle looks really nice. You get that cool snake build with that loop-de-loop. Other loop-de-loop with a fire ring and a little firewall behind it. It looks like it through the fire loop, or it was like, that's not a fire loop. That's just an archway in the background, the lucky kind of part of it. But you get some more fans sitting on the stands over there. Like, there's just a lot going on here. Looks pretty cool. The other one on the fire loop looks to have some more of those wacky headgear stuff. Would really like a closer look at all this, but this really speaks to me. Don't have anywhere to put it, but hey, it looks super cool. And then for the final stuff, you have a weird new sort of line LEGO is doing. It's a build with story, not instructions. Free app required to play. So I don't know, all the instructions going to be on there. Is it going to be like a choose your own adventure? And you get different instructions as you go along to build, like rebuild into different things. I would like to know a little bit more information about that. But this is the water police detective missions. Like, you might get 3 figures based on the picture up top. I'm not sure if I can see the third one. I do see the dude on the boat and the criminal. I'm not sure where the female officer exactly is. Might not be included. But I do believe it looks like some of these are supposed to have like 3 figures in them. Then you have the animal rescue missions. Less sure about what's going to be in this one. I see like a little bit of a bunny and a truck with like signage and other stuff on it. Would be really cool to see a little bit more detail about these, because these do seem a little bit more out there. And then you have the final run here, and this is probably the one I'd be most interested in. This is the exploration missions in space. Yeah, I don't know, space. I like that sort of area a little bit more. A sort of weird one-off stuff might be kind of cool, but it has some cool builds in it. I guess I always could build my own stuff. I'd rather maybe just get something that already has like a decent build with it. If you get all 3 of those figs shown up there, that would be really cool. I always think I see one of them right now in the show. Maybe there's a second one back there. Can't really tell by the reflections, but overall looks pretty good. It's just still a little bit of an oddity without knowing more details about them and how that really works with the app and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think this is a pretty solid wave for LEGO City. You get a return of some farm stuff. I believe that's kind of our first like city bond. I think we got a bond one time with Kingdoms. But this will be sort of a modern one. Lots of animals and some other stuff going on there. Might be kind of decent. Vegetable truck, shopping center. Pretty nice things there. Stunts is coming back. Glad to see that didn't just die. I really kind of enjoyed some of the unique minifigures there. The sets were kind of big, expensive, and didn't really have a purpose. I'm sure they're great for actual play, for actual kids. The trains, I really liked one of them, so hey, that's a good sign. And those last ones, we really need to see more before I can really judge them. But like I said, I think that's a pretty solid wave for City this summer. Would like to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments below. With any of these you would actually want to get. You're going to be like me and buy all the motorcycles again, even though they're kind of expensive and they add up at $8, and I bought 6 of them last time. Or are you going to maybe get one of the big train sets and join me at Choo Choo Town? Yeah, I have a Choo Choo Town. I go there. I'm a farmer. So until next time, this is Tor Ripley signing off. Goodbye and have a wonderful day, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. And you have a wonderful rest of your day. So until next time, bye-bye.